Okay. So, do you want to talk about abortions or good things first?
Let's start it off with some abortions.
Some abortions. Oh,
Let's go to the abortion clinic.
there's only one real big abortion I can think of, and that's the wrestling.
Wrestlemania. God, like we went back and forth about seeing it in the first place. We just kind of like, well, it's free to us, so fuck it. And
It's on the WWE network.
Yeah.
that's not free.
That's free enough for me.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so Brock Lesnar beats Undertaker. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, Undertaker had a 21 win streak in WrestleMania. Every WrestleMania, he fights and he wins. That's just what he does. That's what everyone wants. That's what drives the market. We just want to see him win. It's not hard, WWE. It's actually very easy.
That was surreal. Like
that was, I mean, that ruined.
I was like, we were just kind of watching it. It's like, well, he's gonna kick out, and he hit 3. I just dropped what I was holding. Fucking just everybody just mouth on the goddamn floor to make it not make any sense.
No, it's like, WWE, you wrote something. You probably weren't planning it. You wrote the easiest storyline in the world. A guy fights, and he wins. That's it. He fights, and he wins. No matter what, he fights, he wins. It's making you money. People like it. You keep doing it. And they fuck up the simplest thing. That's all they had to do. He fights, he wins until he retires. And they couldn't even keep that up.
I'm not even that mad he lost. I'm mad he lost to a part-time wrestler. That's what I'm mad about.
Yeah.
I mean, well, yeah, that's the biggest problem for me. I could understand him losing his streak. Like, it has to happen eventually. I've come to terms with that. He went 21-0 last year, and that was even a miracle for me. But to Lesnar, to a part-time wrestler,
Who's like 33, 34.
That's going to go down in history. That's a historical fact now.
It is.
Lesnar broke the streak at WrestleMania.
For what's the time? God.
And there's nothing they can do about that to retcon that if they wanted to. That's just a thing.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out what they could do to like redact that win. Like, what
I mean,
like,
I guess they could do some kind of crazy dumb storyline bullshit, like Vince McMahon comes out and like, oh, you're gonna have a slobber knocker makeout match at Summer Slop to get that taken off the record. But come on, that won't change the fact that it actually happened.
It's like the Mike. I mean, you would know more about this.
Kills his family.
What? Yeah. Like, that's the thing. It's like Chris Benoit. You know, that shit goes down, and George says that they basically made WrestleMania 20 not exist.
Like, Brian, you're the history guy. Who did, like, Stalin wipe off the goddamn history face? Because I know Stalin just kind of wiped someone from history. I forgot who it was. It wasn't Lenin, was it?
Lenin? No.
It was Trotsky.
Lenin?
I don't know.
Sure.
Like, all I know is that they literally wiped him from history of wrestling. It was legitimately nuts. I mean, they had a good reason to, because they can't really be associated with, you know, roid rage in the business they're in. But
Yeah.
short of doing that, they really can't do anything about this. This is my first thought when that happened was, this might be the dumbest thing that they've ever done. They've done some dumb shit too.
Dumb shit before.
Yeah.
It's up there for sure.
What's worse?
Putting, I don't know. No, I don't know.
AJ losing the championship last night.
Okay,
way.
that was hilarious. I laughed at that. I laughed really hard at that. AJ fights off every diva to become champion, and she's like, "I'm the best." Then some new girl walks in, like, "Well, no, it's me now."
Yeah, that was.
That was hilarious.
Oh my god.
And the only reason they did it is because nobody gave a single flying fuck about the Divas match because of what happened with Lesnar.
And the fucking part is that, like, that Bryan winning the championship was fucking awesome.
That was it was a good match, and on top of that, it was a good outcome. But nobody gave a fuck.
Single fuck, because they ruined it like an hour beforehand. It's like after, like,
it got ruined an hour before it happened. I mean,
well,
okay.
Well,
if there was one place that the Taker could lose,
so that was part of it, you know.
What? Well, I mean, if there was one place that the Taker could lose his title, it would be WrestleMania 30. Like, on paper, that's like, okay, it's the 30th WrestleMania, sure. But to Lesnar!
I would have taken Cena, honestly. I would have accepted Cena, because, you know, Cena cares.
See, I wouldn't want to accept Cena, but...
It would have been an awesome heel turn for him. But they won't do that, because they won't want to alienate all of the children who look up to him. That's a problem.
That's another problem I had with WrestleMania is Cena didn't turn heel, and I mean, it's about time he did, I think.
Wow, that'll never happen.
3 years, I know. No, it'll happen when his career is, like, pretty much over and he doesn't give a fuck anymore.
95-year-old John Cena
Now,
shambles his way into the ring.
You fuck this bitch, I'm out.
Yeah, 90-year-old John Cena shambles into the ring like, huh? What?
But no.
I'm done with the WWE. Fuck you.
That,
And
to be
dies
fair,
in the ring.
though, to be fair, Taker losing is probably the most giftable moment of any wrestling thing ever made.
Wait, what is?
Like, Taker losing is the most giftable. Like, all the gifts that happened was pretty fucking incredible.
Oh, that's true.
You know, and it's like, I guess at first I thought this might have been a mistake. Maybe, you know, Taker accidentally didn't kick out on count, and the ref was like, well, I gotta keep going. And Lesnar's like, we'd better roll with this. But, you know, the cameras, they focus on the audience's faces constantly for the next, like, 20 seconds after the win. You know they were ready. You know they were ready to see those reactions.
It's like they put 21 and 1 up on the Titantron right quick.
Real quick, yeah.
Yeah.
So, nope, they knew what they were doing. And they
I
didn't
got
stop.
pissed around for a bit and sulked. And then, like, we went to go get some food and went to the Freddy's down the way. Where we just saw, like, a woman in the parking lot fucking screaming her head off.
Yeah, that was funny.
At someone in a car. You think it was her mom.
I think it was her mom.
Like, I heard things like 6 fucking years, and you said you heard "Don't bring him up."
I heard, like, I hate dad, or dad's a fucking asshole, or something. I don't know that.
Dad is a fucking asshole.
Fucking just like, okay, I get it. Daddy issues, understand. But in the fucking Freddy's parking lot,
Dude.
just like, she wasn't yelling, she was fucking just screaming.
Prime real estate, man.
It was ridiculous.
Hey man, where would you scream? I'd scream in a fucking Freddy's parking lot. I'd also accept Culver's.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I just wanted her to let it go, you know?
Let it go.
I'm not gonna sing that song.
I thought about it.
You want me to, but I won't. I'll play it. I'll play it right now, but I'm not gonna sing it.
No, we don't need that. But yeah, like, we just missed the entirety of this match because we didn't give a fuck. Also, who gives a fuck because, God, everything's dead. Wrestling's dead.
I mean, I don't know. Like, okay, WWE could just force, like, I don't know how they would like forcefully make everyone realize, pretend like it didn't happen. Like, WrestleMania 31 comes, Undertaker comes out and just says 21-0. They don't explain shit. No one questions it. You just do it.
That would be hilarious.
That'd be fucking crazy.
You know what I find really funny about WWE, though? Like, the way that its stock works, is after, like, a single thing happening like that, their stock can go down, and there's nothing they can do about it.
And it did. I'm looking at it,
And
too.
it did go down by, like, a
Let me check right now.
lot.
Hold up. I'm checking right now.
Can I also, just a quick aside, Let It Go has 177 million views on YouTube.
Right.
That is, yep, expected. WWE stock went down $1.69 today.
I am
which is
looking
about 7%.
I'm looking at the graph right now.
It has kind of fucking plummeted after Sunday.
Can you blame them?
Oh my god. Dude, you're right. Look, okay.
Yeah.
I have it up on the stream right now.
It's literally like...
It really is.
Even in one day, it's been going down, but the 5 days, like April 7th, it's
Yeah.
like, fuck!
It's like
Splash
Sunday. It's like Sunday. It was around like, I think, like
28-ish.
28 something per share, and now it's on like the $22.21.
Oh god.
And on Monday, it got as low as $20 and like 19 cents.
You know, like back in the WWE like planning
That work
committee.
Went from like 217 billion to 167 billion. I'm sorry. No, sorry. 2.67. It went from 2.17 billion to 1.67 billion in about 2 days.
That is the best.
They lost about like $400 million.
You know someone got fired. Someone got fired in the planning committee.
I like to imagine it was one writer that came up with that, and they just fucking ran with it. Like, whatever, we're throwing this on the script, no time to check it. And then Lesnar and Undertaker read it, and they're like, oh, fuck, what am I doing?
No,
You're gonna win. I'm gonna what? You're gonna win. Are you? Yeah, I'm sure. You're positive. Yeah, I'm sure.
No, Brian. Like, the writer just does like, we'll roll this no matter we don't have time. Vince McMahon is just watching the WrestleMania from his office. He's like reading the script as it's going. He's like, wait, no, I never approve this. Everyone, stop.
He's like, the Stark falls, and Vince McMahon's life force just drains from his body. Just no.
I love him. Like I like the idea of like him just driving the limo through the Titantron to the ring trying to stop it.
It's like
just screaming ah! the entire time.
And as the Undertaker gets pinned in the ring, Brock Lesnar quietly whispers in his ear, "Hail Hydra."
I've seen a picture of that. It was like Heyman talking to Lesnar in the ring after he won. It just caption just said "Hail Hydra."
Hail Hydra.
I saw the one with the.
It was Hydra all along. Hydra just infiltrated the WWE.
I saw the picture of Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street, and he's just like saying something in his ear. Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
God. All right. Well, let's move on to Captain America.
Yeah, that's a good transition, I think.
So we've all seen this movie, and I was hoping Matt would be here too, but you know what? Matt isn't here. Edition episode 2, whatever. He's not still here.
Where's Matt Part 2? Yeah.
Where's Matt? Still not here. It was a good movie.
Is that I've seen that movie twice.
Yeah.
And I love it. It's my second favorite Marvel movie.
It's fun. Well, let's not get crazy, but
it was really good. Okay, so
it was
Marvel movie you like better. Don't say Iron Man.
Avengers.
I said second favorite, not favorite.
Oh. Iron Man.
Fuck
3.
You.
Iron Man 3.
No.
That movie is fun as fuck. Fuck you. That movie's
not as fun as Captain America 2. Come on, get out of here.
More fun than Captain America 2.
No way. That's not even close. It's not even like Iron Man 3 was fine, but it wasn't like it's not even in my top 3 favorite Marvel movies.
Was Iron Man 1 or 2 where like he's in the botanical garden with the silver Iron Man?
Oh, War Machine, that was Iron Man 2.
That was 2.
Okay, that wasn't very good. So yeah, 1 and 3 were pretty good.
Yeah, 1 and 3 were fine.
I don't know. I have a hard here's the thing. Like, Captain America 2 is a great movie, and I really enjoyed it, and I think it was a hell of a lot better than, like, let's say, like, Thor,
Yeah.
Iron Man 2. But, like, just personal bias, I love X-Men, so I still think, like, First Class was kind of, like, maybe my second favorite.
All right, well, let's keep it limited to Marvel Cinematic Universe and not, like, X-Men.
Paramount.
Well, no, X-Men is Fox.
Oh.
Oh.
And, that was Spider-Man.
It's Spider-Man Sony.
Well, how do I know where Marvel ends and begins then?
Anything that isn't X-Men or Spider-Man is Marvel Studios.
Well, fuck.
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Then, yeah, this is probably the second best Marvel movie.
And Fantastic Four is Fox, too, actually. So Fantastic Four.
I told Ruben this, like, after the movie. It's like, at some point in the next 5 years, we're going to have, like, Avengers 3, Avengers 4, whatever. It's going to have everyone. Fucking everyone. Because Mickey Mouse is going to fucking get in this fucking suit, get in this goddamn Mickey Mouse helicopter, and go to Sony and just say, listen, motherfuckers, I want Spider-Man. Here's a blank check. Here you go.
Here's a blank check.
Oh, boy!
It's like, no,
I like to imagine that
Mickey Mouse,
like, dressed up as Nick Fury, too.
Imagine Mickey Mouse is like this fucking like buff ass like mouse who just talks deep, but still has like the tick. He's a tick.
Now you listen here. You're gonna give me the rights to Spider-Man, and I will give you anything you want for it.
Exactly, like that. That's how I'm Mickey Mouse, pretty much.
Oh, Lord.
And to be fair, like that's possible because Disney has all the money in the world. They can do it.
They got a lot of money, but they're also doing Star Wars right now, so they're also spending a lot of money. I think because they have Marvel movies apparently planned all the way up to 2025.
Lord.
Heard that, yeah.
Really?
Ant-Man, you
I'm
got.
thinking of what they're still going to do, and it's like, okay, we got Guardians this year, we got Ant-Man. They name drop Doctor Strange and Captain America too, so they're obviously going to be doing Doctor Strange.
Wait, when?
When he's listing off the people that are like they're going to be watching and keeping an eye on, one of them that they said was Stephen Strange, and that's Doctor Strange's real name.
And our friend, who I will change his name, they call him Jorge, pretty much just like came in the theater when they said that.
They said Stephen Strange?
Yeah, and I heard him say,
I got excited.
No, he came in the theater the entire last part.
Oh, right,
all the way
no,
from
Strange.
Loki's.
Like, is somebody Stephen Strange? I'm like, Jorge, relax, it's fine. But no, during the end sequence where it is like, well, we have these two people.
Oh, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch?
Yeah. I heard him say, wait.
While I really...
And I told him, and I quote, don't come yet. Hold it in.
Look, I really liked that, Oh, I'm sorry, I got an email. I mean, I expect that, Oh, fuck, I forgot where I was going with this, because I got an email about a job. Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch. Right, okay. I wasn't, like, as blown away by it as some other people were, because I had read a bunch of stuff about the fact that they had Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch in the movies. Like, they're going to be in Avengers Age of Ultron. What I was excited about was the fact that they had Loki's scepter, and the thing from Loki's scepter is actually another one of the Infinity Gems for the Infinity Gauntlet.
Mm.
So, like, the gems that they've seen so far, so we've seen the Tesseract, we've seen the red goo from Thor Dark World is another one of the gems, we've seen the Mind Gem, which is in the Scepter, and there's 4 more, I think, and then I'm guessing that's what's going to be Avengers 3.
Why didn't they, just get the fucking scepter after they kill all the aliens? And save some time.
I don't know, I guess they just didn't get the scepter somehow.
Fuck that Swarma's over here, bro. Let's get some Swarma first. That shit will be there.
Yeah. Well, obviously it wasn't, but yeah. Also, the bad guy that had Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver is another one of my favorite villains. He's one of Captain America's main villains. His name is Baron Zemo.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's really cool.
So, Mike says Captain America's going to die in the next movie.
I'm pretty positive he is.
It wouldn't surprise me now that they have Winter Soldier as a canonical part of it.
Yeah.
Because Winter Soldier is the current Captain America. Bucky Barnes. He is Captain America right now.
But isn't Captain America alive, though?
Yeah,
like,
because time bullets.
Oh, gee, yeah.
Because time bullets were a thing. Captain America got killed, and they replaced him, and they were like, nah, he's actually alive.
So, I mean, that means that in Avengers 2, we'll still have this Captain America, but Avengers 3, we might have Winter Soldier instead. But if they kill him, just please let him die. Don't do fucking alternate dimension time bullet shit.
Yeah, that would be bad.
To be fair, movies are less dumb than comics, typically. So, I doubt they'll bring him back.
Let's hope not.
I mean, I actually think Avengers 3, Captain America 3, there's 2 ways they could go with that. They could kill off Steve Rogers and then have Bucky become Captain America in Captain America 3. Because somebody, I forget where I read it from or who said it, I think it was one of the directors, said that the Captain America and Captain America 3 would be more unpredictable and wild and raw. And I think it might be because Bucky, like, becoming a part of like becoming Captain America, he's still going to be fucking insane because he was the Winter Soldier for so long. But he's also got to cope with becoming Captain America. So I think that's a possibility.
Well, okay, two things. First of all, could you maybe see Captain America dying in Avengers 2? And that,
No.
that being a segue into creating Winter Soldier to be Captain America 3?
No.
Really?
I don't see Avengers 2 having anything to do with Captain America's story arc, like, in a direct way. Because they wouldn't... There's a lot of stuff going on with Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, Baron Zemo, and, like, Ultron. For them to shoehorn Winter Soldier in there, too, I think would be too much.
Well, they wouldn't... I mean, they don't have to have Winter Soldier actually show up. They can just straight up have Captain America die. And then Captain America 3 would open up with Winter Soldier, like, being the main character, sort of.
No. Well, that would be... I think that's a little bit too much of a leap for the cinematic universe to do. I think there needs to be a movie of a transition. It can't just go from one to the other like that.
But then they do 2 more Captain America movies, but we're not going to get 2 more for Avengers 3.
Well, we had 2 Iron Man movies before Avengers 3. Or Avengers 1. We had 2 Iron Man movies before Avengers 1 is what I meant to say.
True, but that started a long time ago. I don't know. Also, that movie should not have been called Captain America Winter Soldier. It should have been called Captain America and, like,
Hail Hydra.
Heads of Hydra or Hail Hydra or something.
I think that would have spoiled the movie too much, honestly. I think when they were naming the movie, they're like, who's in this movie? Winter Soldier? Okay. Because if they called it anything Hydra, then people would be like, well, alright, something's involving Hydra. What's this? It's about S.H.I.E.L.D. Okay, S.H.I.E.L.D. is Hydra. Moving on.
Captain America...
But the whole reveal of Hydra being, like, becoming S.H.I.E.L.D. was a really big reveal. By the way, none of this happened in the comics, like, at all. They're not even close to the comics anymore. They're their own thing.
What about Captain America Dope Hydraulics?
Come on! What is this, a Fast and the Furious movie?
I'd be down with that.
By the way,
Captain
there's
America.
a Fast and the Furious ride coming to Universal Studios Hollywood, and I really want to go.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
So, Brian, if that means the movies are their own thing, then Captain America probably doesn't have to die anymore, then.
He can still die, but he can actually die. He won't have to deal with time bullets.
True. But, I mean, the Winter Soldier showed up in entirety of, like, 3 times that movie.
Yeah,
So-
but every time he was there, he was kind of important.
Yeah.
Especially at the ending. And also the final after credits scene. Did you guys stay till like the end of the credits?
Yeah, he went back to the museum.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's the big thing that keys me off to the fact that he might become the new Captain America, but it's also the thing that keys me into the fact that it's probably going to take Captain America 3 to do it.
Yeah, that's my guess.
Because he isn't fully aware of himself yet. And I think he needs a full movie to become fully aware of himself.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, it might even be just a Winter Soldier movie, like a Winter Soldier Black Widow team up or something.
I liked how. Yep.
You mean after Captain America 3 or before Captain America 3?
Probably after.
Okay.
I mean, I liked how Black Widow got a lot of character development in this movie. A lot more character depth. That was really nice.
This was as much a Black Widow movie as it was a Captain America movie.
Which I liked a lot.
Yeah. No, that's a great idea because Black Widow's a really good character in this universe.
I like how Scarlett Johansson's, like, busy as fuck or something. Like,
Yeah.
Yes, yet another movie that came out the same weekend. That was a new movie.
Let's do this IMDb. Here's some IMDb. Because she has been in a lot of stuff recently.
And her and Don John and
Scarlett Johansson. Oh, well, I guess they're doing a Black Widow movie. Alright. Look at that.
that makes sense. I think it's not just going to be Black Widow though. Like she could carry a movie by herself, but if anything, I think it'll be Black Widow and Hawkeye or Black Widow and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Don John, her chef. Captain America, she's doing Lucy, Avengers, and I thought there was something else. Yeah, okay, well, she's somewhat busy. Not really busy, I guess. I thought there was something else she was doing, too.
Well, she's done a number of independent movies too.
This chef movie looks independent. Is it independent? No, it's not. But yeah, I think another great thing about Captain America is that we watched I think 5 previews before the movie, and I wanted to see like 4 out of 5 of them, and that's a pretty good record.
Yeah. I mean, let me think of what was before ours. There was Godzilla, which I want to see. There was Guardians of the Galaxy, which is going to be fucking wonderful.
Yeah, sure it is.
We didn't have Godzilla in ours, unfortunately.
Godzilla looks really good. Bryan Cranston, my boy.
I'll watch that though, definitely. We had Guardian of the Galaxy, Lucy.
I don't know what Lucy is. What's Lucy?
That's
The
Scarlett
Scarlett
Johansson's movie where she's like this crazy psychic chick.
Well, it's the premise that's been done before. Like one movie on the top of my head is Limitless that came out recently.
Oh, okay.
Where it's like we only use a small percentage of our brains. What if we use more? Movie.
Sure. Okay.
But basically that's her. She like as the movie progresses, like she can use more of her brain, and it gets fucking weird apparently.
So it's like Flowers for Algernon, but she doesn't start out retarded.
Yeah, God, there's so many bees outside my balcony. Okay, there was 2 other movies I wanted to see. Her, sorry, Lucy, Guardian of the Galaxy.
I mean, you should see her. It was very good.
I did see her.
Oh, good.
Oh my God, there's another Marvel movie.
Ant-Man?
No.
Yeah, that's the one.
No, it was I think it was X-Men, the second one.
Oh yeah, there is X-Men.
Yeah. I cannot wait for that. Oh my God, X-Men's still my favorite. Hands
Boy,
down.
I really hope they don't screw that movie up because they really could.
And what was the last one? Was it Spider-Man? Was it Spider-Man, Mike, or was that just
It was
my
not Spider-Man.
imagination? No.
It was something else.
Well, Spider-Man's coming too, I guess, but
No, it was
it was something like
Maleficent.
No.
It was.
Okay. Well, yes, it was, but I don't want to see that. So that wasn't one of the 4 I want to see.
Okay.
what was it?
Maleficent.
Yeah, well, I want to see it, but I kind of don't. Was it Transcendence?
No,
No,
I
it
don't really
wasn't
want to
that.
see that either.
I kind of want to see
I think it was something like later this year, like late.
I don't know. The thing
Yeah.
I really want to say, though, is that the reason I want to see Guardians of the Galaxy so much is in current comics, Guardians of Galaxy is easily the best comic Marvel has going for them.
Really?
Like, yeah, like it's really good. It manages to be able to mix comedy with actually doing shit in a way that most other comics aren't able to do that well.
Well, is it that they're doing it really well, or it's the only one they haven't fucked up?
Well, both. I know the reason is you've got characters like Groot and Rocket who exist as like the comedy portion of it. But the thing is, like, Drax is actually a really good character. He's the reason they need to do a Guardians movie before they do Avengers or really anything in the Marvel universe going forward is because Drax is somehow related to one of the people Thanos killed to go into power. So Drax's sole purpose is to kill Thanos. Like, that's his goal.
Okay.
Is that Batista?
Thanos is the main villain of Guardians of the Galaxy. So,
Which one's Batista?
Drax, I think.
Oh God.
Wait. Batista, like the wrestler's actually an actor in that
Yeah,
movie?
he is.
Yeah, he is.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
That's why they
Oh,
brought
no.
him back in the WWE. It
think
all
so.
makes sense now. Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be a thing, I guess.
Ugh.
hmm
But yeah, I really liked the models of the 3 Project Insight ships. I thought
Yeah, they were
those
good.
ships looked cool.
They were cool.
Yeah.
Like, it was cool in Avengers, and it's fucking still cool now. So
And that guy got his memory uploaded into machines before Transcendence came out.
that was pretty nuts as well.
Oh, that's another thing I really
Though-
liked about that. I mean, I could go on forever about the stuff that I liked about that movie as a fan of the comics, but the way that they handled Dr. Zola was really cool. Because Dr. Zola in the comics was a computer.
Mhm.
If you remember in Captain America, the first movie, like the first time you see Dr. Zola, it's his face on the screen,
Mhm.
but it's because he was looking at a telescope. That was referencing the fact that in modern Marvel, he was a computer. Like, that's just what Dr. Zola was.
Mm-hmm.
So the way that they handled him in Winter Soldier was really cool.
I like George St. Pierre. I thought he's really good.
He plays
Being
the biggest
George
joke
St.
of a
Pierre.
villain in the Marvel Universe. He plays
Look at
Batroc the Leaper, who's the
It's a
biggest
shame.
fucking joke. No, it's hilarious. It's the best. There's really no other character he could have played because he's a fucking joke. And even they handled it pretty well because they knew he couldn't act. He just spoke French, but
Yeah, he just spoke French and fought, which good enough for me. I'm cool with that.
that's more or less what Batroc the Leaper does.
Oh god. Are there any good movies coming out like this week?
This week, I don't think so.
Back to IMDb. I don't go to the site enough apparently.
Grunt. Oh god, Rio 2, yeah.
What's Agent of Shield? I guess is gonna follow up this movie with something. I'm sure.
Oh, there's really big changes coming to that show, obviously, because the movie changed the universe. The Marvel Universe. No, like, they're doing a big 2-hour special next week, I think.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like 2 episodes in a row. No, there's really big changes coming to that show, and it's going to reflect the movie.
I still haven't. I haven't really watched since episode like 6 or whatever.
I gotta get caught up too. I mean, I'm not as far behind as you, but the new season is called Agents of Shield Uprising, and obviously it's because like nobody knew why it was called Uprising, and then this movie came out, and they're like, oh, that's why.
Yeah, I'm sure Europe is rising.
Hey,
Yeah,
what?
oh, it rose a lot.
Oh, Draft Day comes out this week. I kind of want to see that.
Yeah, I
Draft
kinda
Day seems interesting, except for the fact it's Cleveland Browns, because God hates Cleveland. So,
Hey,
Hey, Moneyball was the Oakland A's.
And that movie
Yeah,
was amazing.
true story though. This isn't a true story.
Yeah,
Cleveland,
that's true.
Cleveland Browns fucking suck at drafting, like all the time.
Well, maybe that's why this movie exists, to show how shitty the Browns are at drafting.
It's like, hey Cleveland, you know what it feels like to have a team that's not shitty? Come watch this movie.
Only in your dreams and in theater.
They literally have no good sports team since LeBron left back in 2010.
But I mean, Kevin Costner, though.
Yeah, it could be good. Like, it seems like something I'd appreciate as a sports connoisseur and Critical D resident sports guy, but I don't know. We'll have to see.
Well, Mike, I'm willing to go
When's it come out?
this Friday.
This Friday.
I think. Well, we're doing a thing on Friday, so I don't know.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I'm
Maybe
free all
see it.
weekend though. So.
like that. This would fucking matter. I don't know, but I'm not sure if Matt's down. But
Oh, Matt will talk shit about it and then possibly like it later.
Can we
So-
also just talk about, did either of you see Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit?
Yes, I did.
That
Can we
movie
talk about how much better of a political thriller Captain America was than Jack Ryan?
it's
Because
fucking crazy.
Jack Ryan was an actual political thriller, and Captain America was better political thriller than
I
it
know.
was.
Jack Ryan was this folk kind of like this by the numbers action movie.
I literally walked out of the theater for Captain America 2, and I said, like, boy, Captain America 2 is the best Tom Clancy movie in years.
You're kind of right now I think about it. Yeah, Jack Ryan was just, I don't know. It was just, like, forgettable. That's the problem with it.
That was its problem. Nothing happened during it. It was just boring.
No, hey, he fucking drove that truck off that pier into the water. That was kind of crazy.
A lot of people do that.
And he fucking snuck into that building and hacked in that computer and also drowned that guy in a tub.
That was a thing. My biggest problem is that Kevin Costner is such a good actor, but he keeps taking all these really shitty movies.
He's got to believe, dude.
Maybe he has like a lot of money on those checks he's getting.
But the whole I wouldn't call it cliche. The trope, I guess, of like the power that the organization you're working for, you know, having corrupt elements and then going against you. That being a part of Captain America, like, was the whole plot, but I also feel like it's something that's used quite a bit.
Well,
The
main
more
reason
surprising
that-
part wasn't necessarily that there were bad elements, it's the fact that it was Hydra. Let's be fair here.
which is still bad elements.
I mean, it's bad elements, but it's Hydra. And that's something that's just unheard of in the Marvel Universe.
Oh, you
'Cause
mean-
Hydra's around, but they
Oh, you mean Nazis?
Yes, they're Nazis.
You're saying that the Nazis have
this movie is a fan of
you-
Marvel and not just a fan of the movie, even though I am a fan of the movie too. There was a lot of really cool stuff for Marvel in Captain America 2, on top of it just being a good movie.
Stanley.
God, that was the best cameo.
It was pretty good. I don't know if it was his best cameo, but really liked his cameo in Iron Man 3, being like a judge for that like Miss Tennessee or some Miss Alabama competition. That was kind of cool. Oh, and then we had a really fucking dumb idea afterwards, after the movie, to go watch Dragon Ball Evolution
I'm so disappointed.
at 2 in the morning. But the problem is we went to Walmart to get alcohol and they stopped selling alcohol after 2 a.m. and we were so fucking sad.
Well, you're not gonna watch that movie sober.
Fuck no. At the same time, that's like a really good idea by Walmart, because
Yeah.
like if you're buying alcohol after 2 a.m., you're not getting up to anything productive or positive.
No, well, of course
So-
not.
I get it, but it still sucked. And yeah. Though George watched Frozen.
As he should have.
Yeah, he seems like he liked it, but we told him after Let It Go played that you've now seen the best part of this movie. You can turn it off right now; it'd be fine.
I don't know. I like the ending a lot.
Ruben did not.
The big twist. Is
I
something
thought it
you
was
don't
cool.
normally see
Ruben
in-
thought it was dumb.
I hated the ending of that movie. She's like, wait, it's supposed to be love all the time. And then nothing changes. Absolutely nothing changes.
She didn't let it go.
And all of a sudden she can control her powers and undo everything.
Well, part of it is just because she was freaking the fuck out all the time. She chilled the fuck out. She was cool.
Yeah.
No, nothing changed.
There were
Nothing
so many
changed.
puns in the statement. God damn it.
You're missing the whole point of the movie, Ruben.
No. Like,
It's the power of love.
she always loved her sister. That never changed. She loved the people.
No, she didn't. That's the problem. Is she shut her sister out for like the entirety of the movie.
She shut her out, like, out of caring that she didn't want to hurt her sister. She always loved her sister. She
I
never
don't think
stopped
she shut her
loving
out
her.
not out of loving her sister. She shut her out because she shut everything out. That was the whole point.
Well, which her parents made her do.
Well,
She
yeah,
was-
that's the problem. Her parents died, and then she kind of fucking went, yeah, fuck it, I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna sit here and wallow in my own. And even
I mean-
when she did see her sister again, she was just like, "Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Oh, I actually can't talk to you because I can't deal with this shit.
I'm a
Well,
queen now.
no.
Be able to deal with it."
Like, she hurt her sister and she felt really bad about it. She felt really bad. And that's why she shut herself away so she wouldn't, she wouldn't hurt her sister again, or anyone else for that matter. And she was a little,
But
scared
that
of what
turned
people...
her heart cold.
But it's like, she always loved her sister. If she didn't love her sister, she wouldn't have been so fucking sad that she froze her. Like, oh shit. Like, I don't know. Nothing changed, and I felt that the ending could have been different. Like, just the ugh.
Would you prefer to have Kristoff kiss Anna and then that be the end of it?
Anna? That would make more sense. That would have been a true act of love.
Oh no,
Oh no. So that's so fucking
that's
cliche
so
though.
stereotypical though, and they wanted to do something different with it,
And they did.
and they did, and I
It was
appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
The whole the guy meets the girl, they fall in love thing, it's very overdone, especially in Disney movies. And the fact that they moved outside of love as just a
They
Romantic.
They
romantic love
didn't.
concept. They moved away from romantic love as a concept into something that could also be construed as love, which is love for
Yeah.
like a family member.
Family.
But
yeah.
we never
Well,
saw.
Anna means family, Ruben.
Oh, I'm aware. We we never saw a change. She
True.
was
like,
scared of
some-
people.
She was
Like
letting it go.
she was scared of people. She didn't like how they were treating her like a witch. I get that. But she
She
never
never-
stopped loving her family. She loved her sister. That never ended.
No.
Huh?
she never let it go. She never moved on. She was just kind of the same person, but except I'm in a castle, ice castle now. So.
Oh, she let it go. She let it go when she made the castle.
Can we talk about the fact that Dragon Ball Evolution is only an hour and 20 minutes?
Good.
That's kind of a long time for that movie.
I still want to see it. This Saturday we're doing it, GG.
We are? Okay, cool. We have to go to one more early this time. So.
Mm-hmm.
It's an hour and 20 minutes long, and it was still too long.
Yeah, it's like my rule is like, from the go, just drink. Just say fuck it. Just keep it on.
Just keep it rolling.
Yep. So that'll be a mess, without a doubt. Then if you can bring the AKB documentary moving, we can a double feature.
You're gonna have dude, it'd be a triple feature because we gotta go see Draft Day first.
Oh right.
But I mean, getting Matt and George and maybe Moses on board to watch that is a feat in itself.
If we get to see, it'll be okay.
I'd watch it again.
I'd watch it again too. The fucking fruit.
The
Yuko,
fruit.
the main girl, #1. Yeah.
The fruit far too high.
Are you talking about the AKB movie?
Wow.
Documentary, sir. Documentary.
Is there another AKB movie?
I hope so.
I hope not. I really hope not.
Yeah, there's just one documentary, and it's actually pretty kind of interesting. Getting to see all the different girls and their different outlooks, even though they're all low fruit as shit, but, you know.
Oh, please, no.
Also, I've learned that there are no girls higher than C cups in Japan.
Oh, God.
All anime is just like this weird outlet for this fucking just like repressed sexual libido that just flourishes in all these anime characters and is part of why there's a low birth rate in Japan.
I'm gonna send you guys a link, and I hope you cry as much as I am right now.
Oh god, I have to get up for this. God damn it. Okay. I'm gonna regret this.
I'm excited, I guess.
Okay.
I want this to open up.
So far. Oh yeah! Fuck! I hope the thing.
Wait.
Please,
What?
please.
Wait, what? Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh. Let's throw this over on the stream here.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yes. I am pointing my fingers in the air right now.
I really hope this isn't a thing.
I really hope it is. This would be the best. This would be the best. I would love this.
Well, I mean, where'd you find this, Brian?
I literally just looked up AKB 0048 movie, and this is what came up.
Okay, we weren't talking about 0048. We were just.
No, I know,
Oh, okay.
but I needed to know that it wasn't a real thing because that's when I thought of AKB movie. That's the first thing that came to mind because it seemed dumb enough to be a thing. And
Okay.
apparently, it's dumb enough to be a thing.
This is true, but if it's a documentary called "This Is Not the End," so.
What, the
Wouldn't watch
Evangelion
that.
movie?
I mean, yeah. What is it like? AKB documentary? What's it fucking called again? No, to be continued. I'm sorry.
To be continued.
Yeah. It was actually kind of fucking interesting. I liked it a lot. Oh, word? I think I found it.
Okay.
Wait, are there two of these? Oh.
You
Oh, dude, I think there's another one now.
can
This
let
one's
me so
called
lucky.
Show Must Go On. Fuck. Oh, God.
Wait, really?
We must do this. Yeah. I can't. What? Oh, fuck. It does exist.
Oh.
Came out fucking 2012. Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, wait.
Are you
There's three of them.
sure?
Oh,
Yeah,
wait. Check this out. Hold up. Put this in a link. There's three of them, actually.
Is it a trilogy?
It's a trilogy.
AsianWiki.com. I like it.
Now, the first one we saw, but there's two more of them.
Oh my God, you're right.
Fuck.
I see it now.
We're
Hold
gonna
on.
Oh my
Have
god, there was one that came out
night-
in 2013?
We're gonna have a night. I am going to pass the fuck
You know,
out.
most people marathon things like Star Wars movies or Marvel movies, Instead, you're going to be marathoning AKB48 documentaries. I think that's a low point in someone's life.
Remember, every time they cry, take a drink. Okay.
We'll die. We'll seriously die in one night. I don't know. Oh god.
God, I want to be there for that so bad.
I'm going to make it my fucking duty tonight to find all.
Well, I have the first. I mean, I have Show Must Go On, but let's see if Tokyo Toast
You don't have Show Must Go On, unless you've been lying to me all the time. At which point?
Oh no! I'm sorry. The first one, the to be continued, right?
Yeah. I'll find the other two though. It shouldn't be that hard.
Well, let's see. The question is, are they subbed? I think that's the real question.
I think they are.
Wait. Oh. Wait.
Now,
wait. Hold on. This was on Crunchyroll. Let's see if Crunchyroll has the other two.
Okay.
Because I don't have the
thing. I would not even know. So this is all your fault.
I'm looking at the cast right now, and it's literally like all of these people as themselves. But I'm just waiting for one person to play somebody else, like Samuel L. Jackson as the manager or something like that.
Oh, I would be so happy.
Bitches, let's roll. Just that'd be kind of great. I love that. Hold on, be right back.
No, Crunchyroll only has the first one. Would it be under Japanese adult video?
Maybe. Probably.
Just maybe.
Is this person's name Natsumi Matsubar? How? That one of the people in the cast, I was looking at it, her name is Natsumi Matsubar.
Are you sure it's not a typo?
I hope it is, because the R letter doesn't exist in Japanese, so unless she gave herself a fancy name... Do you know what I want at the end of my name? A letter that doesn't exist in this language. Sound good? Perfect.
Perfect.
It's gonna be hard to find.
Yeah, Crunchyroll doesn't have anything past the first one, and Tokyo Toast Show doesn't have anything past the first one.
Yeah, I'm having a hard
checking
time finding it.
Nia right now.
Like I'll find it when we're the goddamn other. Don't worry about that.
Like, there's a lot of live action like preview videos for their songs, but it's not quite
fine,
the same
but it's
thing.
not.
Well, there's only one
not the
need for
money.
that one, and it's heavy rotation.
Please no.
Not Sugar Rush.
Never, ever.
Is there a live action video for Sugar Rush?
There is. It's ridiculous.
Oh, great. I'm gonna find that now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure your ringtone is still Sugar Rush, Mike.
Good. It should be.
Okay.
Oh, hey,
wait,
look at that. It's the music video for Sugar Rush.
I
Also,
found something.
The description for the video for Sugar Rush is Aquí les dejo el video de Sugar Rush de AKB48 de el álbum Wreck-It Ralph Completo.
You find the fucking Portuguese version of
De
this?
costo trabajo, pero aquí les dejo de traducción en español y muy pronto video subtitulado.
All these girls are tiny.
So there you go.
Okay, I found the Show Must Go On, but it's 5.74 gigs with one seater.
Okay. Well, we got all week, so it'll be fine.
You
You find it on yeah.
There's also a chance it's not subbed,
Oh, that'd be rough.
but we'll find out. Actually, well, I don't know.
You can still play the drinking game. You don't need it to be subbed. You just need it to be sad.
Let's do
True.
no
And it will
flower.
be that.
No flower without rain. All right. Okay, no flower. Okay, the third one looks like we're good to go on.
Okay, I can't. Is it on yeah? 'Cause I don't see it.
Yeah, the third one we're good to go. 26 seaters, 1.28 gigs. So why is the second one 5 gigs and the third one's 1.28 gigs?
Like they know better.
Because it's in 4K.
It's
Because if there's one movie you want to see in 4K, it's AKB48 documentary.
what's this? Oh no, that's dead. Okay.
Just the combination of us talking about drinking to movies and this AKB48 Sugar Rush music video makes me really want
this
to
is
watch
God's
the Hardfight
will.
Vanguard movie again.
This is God's will, you guys.
Watch the what movie, Brian?
Hardfight Vanguard movie, of course.
Oh,
gonna fucking bookmark.
Simply the best thing ever.
I think that was some of the most fun I ever had while drinking.
It was
really
pretty nuts. It was pretty nuts. You know.
When they said stand up Vanguard and we all stood up and drank,
Yeah,
I think that was the crown achievement of my life.
I will, without fucking unabashed, I will take credit for that rule because that was my rule.
All right. Well, should we? You want to move on to our last topic of Nintendo?
I'll take care of this, yeah.
Of
Go ahead.
Nintendo stuff.
I'm busy right now.
Yeah, let's do that.
So I'm browsing these things. They removed character transformations during the matches.
Right.
Whatever.
That sucks. I want that though.
Now, was Yoshi actually just not in the games after the first one?
No, he's there.
No, he was.
He was
They
there.
just hadn't announced him yet in this one.
Oh,
For some
okay.
reason. They just announced him. Okay. As I was saying when we first started this, the biggest news that I think came out of this video was the fact that the Wii U and 3DS versions would be released separately.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the 3DS one is coming out in summer, and the Wii U one is coming out in, like, December.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they want to support the competitive scene, but they're still giving it the big finger. All right.
Yeah. They're just saying, okay, we'll give you the 3DS one, the one that obviously isn't going to be competitive, but is still going to be fun. You're not getting the Wii U one until, never.
So what's Greninja? I want to Google
It's
Greninja.
Pokemon. It was one of the new starters.
Greninja.
It's a water dark type, and it's a ninja frog with a tongue for a scarf.
Oh my god, it really is. Hey, DeviantArt.
Don't go there.
Okay,
Don't look up
anyways.
Pokemon on DeviantArt, you fucker. It's like looking up Sonic the Hedgehog on DeviantArt. Nothing good comes from it.
Dude, Sonic the Hedgehog? Still top tier.
Oh, okay, you like Sonic the Hedgehog? Let's look up Ruben the Hedgehog real quick.
Please no. Oh god. No.
Ruben, later link me the link you found for those documentaries. I can't find them at all. Okay.
I'll have to go find him again. Okay.
Yeah, please.
Hey guys, want to see Ruben the Hedgehog?
Yes, please
no.
tell me.
Well, I found it, and I think this is the most accurate depiction of Ruben's true self that I can find.
Please tell me.
It's right here.
Is it an OC? Is it?
It's right there.
This is so uncanny.
What the hell is this?
It's you, Ruben.
I'm looking at Ruben right now.
All along.
I'm looking at you. God damn.
Ruben, I realize that you're in Arizona right now, but I'm pretty sure you're right in front of you.
Yeah, same thing. Like,
Oh my God.
I don't know. Like, he's fine, but like, what about this? What about?
I'm just like, I like how the tilde trail offs. Like, oh my god, that's the worst thing.
Oh,
I've
it gets
ever
better. Mike, you actually have your own video game.
As I should though,
Here
because
you
I'm
go.
rad as shit.
Here's Mike the Hedgehog.
Please tell me. Please show me.
It's right there.
Yep, that's correct. That's me.
I am
I'm Mystic.
King. No, it's
I'm
my
Mystic
stick.
King.
I'm the
the
Mystic King.
Oh,
Mike.
First
God.
Sonic, then Shadow, then Silver, and now the Mystic King, Mike the Hedgehog.
They joined me in epic journey in
Sonic
Sonic history.
Let's keep in mind that the
Also, I am
UPC code is actually just a car. It's a car. The UPC code is a car.
Yeah.
If I was working at Target right now and I scanned that, it would probably be too fast for me.
What about this Ruben the Hedgehog? Wait, does that work? It didn't work.
we're about
Never
to
mind.
find out.
Oh, it did.
Yeah. What the heck?
El Rubius. I love your stunner shades, Ruben.
Can we stop now?
No, I'm not done yet. I found my Pokemon card, Brian the Hedgehog.
Oh god, no. This is
It's-
too much.
Why haven't we done this sooner?
We did this like a year ago, I think. It was ridiculous.
There you go. There you go. That's me. I would just like to point out that both of my attacks are just TKO.
Yeah. You have to make sure that if the foe is white burned, though.
Yeah, oh, is it because I'm white? Is it because I'm white?
When you teleport, it teleports when your
It
foe's dead.
teleports somewhere, and while it teleports, the foe is dead.
Yeah. And all you say is OMG.
Description of my life than that right there. Can we also
put on
note that
white fire
the
flame?
second attack is the same as the first attack. It's just it has a different power.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys, don't we have anything better to do?
I don't know. I think this is the best thing we can.
Oh right, fucking Sonic the Hedgehog in Smash Bros.
Oh yeah, that's
That's happening. Who cares? What about Mario Golf?
What about Mario Golf?
Are we getting a new Mario Golf?
Yeah, we are.
May 2nd.
Okay.
Cray.
Well, I don't know, man. They released a Mario Tennis game and it was only okay.
Yeah, but fuck that. That's tennis. This is golf.
Well, one of those is the better game, and it's,
Yeah, that's correct. No, you're wrong, but you're half right actually. I don't know. That I just read here that Johnny Gat's gonna be in Dive Kick AE,
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
and then Borderlands 2 is coming to Vita.
That's also a thing.
Oh boy.
Also, Miami 2 is gonna happen too as well.
They
Okay, can you link their Nintendo Direct information?
plans for getting a prequel game this year too.
It's fucking yeah, from Telltale.
No, Borderlands 2 prequel.
Oh right, yeah, that's happened. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Only on last gen and PC though. No next gen for us.
Yeah, it's gonna. Well, who fucking care about? Like, do you really care about a Borderlands 2 prequel all that much? Honestly,
I don't know if it has more guns.
I'm pretty much guaranteed it'll have more guns.
All right, then yes, I care about a Borderlands 2 prequel then.
What else happened with Nintendo Direct?
Oh, well, they're finally recognizing that a competitive scene exists, but also saying fuck you to that same competitive scene. My favorite is that Sakurai is like, all right, fuckers, I realize that you all like to use Final Destination all the time, so you know what? I'm just gonna give you skins for Final Destination for every other track in the game, so you can at least look at something different now.
Dude,
all right?
if you look at their stock, it's ridiculous.
Who?
In Nintendo's, like their stock in the past month has fucking plummeted.
Really?
Well, yeah, because the Wii U
Yeah.
literally.
What's that
like-
quote? And
Their stock is 14.04 per share.
no, what's their quote? The ticker. What's
It's
their-
on-
and
okay,
it is NTDOY.
NTDOY.
It's
Yeah.
not on the NYSE, it's on the Nikkei.
Yeah. Okay. Are we just stock analysts now?
I'm also Critical D's head stock analyst,
Probably.
as well as Tengen Chief, as well as sports guy, as well as anime connoisseur, and
Say that you Tenga.
also
I just get or I
Ghetto
think
Booty Reviewer as well.
Of course.
Ghetto Booty Reviewer.
Yes.
Do you do that well using your Tenga?
My Tenga is still on its table where it stays. Though I did look at a how-to video for Tenga, and it is nuts. The
I
Deep Throat
don't
Cup has
like
suction
that.
action.
I what? I'm sorry.
There,
No.
there is a vent at the top of the Tenga. If you put your finger there, it creates suction action.
You've got to be fucking shitting me.
I'm not. I'll
There's
find
a
it for you.
butthole on it that you put your finger in, and
I'll
it
find it. Hold
sucks. That is what?
So Brian, what happened with Nintendo January of this year to make its stock reach an all-time high?
All-time high or just
Well,
high for this year?
okay, high for the last year. It spiked up in January and then came back down
Here
to
it
our
is.
level.
Hold on, let me share this shit.
It's probably just the fact that they hadn't released their earnings yet, and then they released their earnings.
Then they're like, fuck!
And then every investor was like, wow, the Wii U sold literally like a quarter of the units you projected.
Yeah,
Fuck.
they changed like their particular earnings from me like 8 million sold to like, well, it's more like 2.
Well, no. It spiked up to their highest point in the last year
2007.
in January.
Well, because Christmas.
Is there a 5-year? Let's look at the 5-year max. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
2009, 2010 is where it's at.
Wow. They were.
Ah!
You saw the video, Brian?
It like, okay, it was already bad enough when they inserted the dildo in there, but when it had the like penis head cam going into and out of the Tenga, that was terrifying. It's like the worst Disneyland ride ever.
You suction action.
There's a penis head camera.
But this
Why?
Right?
Yeah. So cool.
Ah! Covering the hole creates a vacuum. What? What is happening?
For your
Why
pleasure.
is this in English?
I want the accordion.
God! What?
It rolls around the head.
I don't... why did you show this to me?
Because I came across it about 2 weeks back when the club's over here, and I got a lot of questions about Tenga, so I looked on their website and I found that video on the website of how to.
Okay, I understand the how-to video because I don't think a lot of people would have figured out the butthole suction thing.
I didn't know it, but that's for damn sure.
You also haven't opened yours, so yes, you didn't figure it out.
As far as
My
you know.
real
Nope.
true question is, was the penis cam really necessary? Did it need to show us the head of a dildo going into and out of Tenga?
That was pretty awesome, though.
I was scared for my life. And the lives of any future people.
Did you know they have a female Tenga, too?
I don't want to know.
It's called Iroha.
Like Hanasaku Iroha.
Exactly. It's a vibrator. Also, waterproof. Just saying.
Okay. Anyways, that's cool.
It's always all its fault. See, yeah, Nintendo. Yeah, we need some Tenga soon for all the sadness going to happen around the office. Cause,
It's not often that Tenga and Nintendo appear in the same sentence.
but this makes sense though.
Yeah, it does. Nintendo is not in a good way right now.
Like I said, I think they should just.
The 3DS is actually doing solid sales. Yeah. Like, of the top 10 best-selling games in Japan last year, I think like 8 of them were 3DS games.
What's this Sony thing you're talking about? Sony games? Are you talking about Sony as a company or just Sony games?
Just Sony. Like, each of Sony's owned video game studios are falling apart.
I mean, the thing is that first, one of their lead writers left. She went to, where'd she go to?
Riot. She went to Riot.
Oh God.
No, she didn't. She went to Visceral.
Oh yeah.
The lead developer, creative director on Uncharted 4, their biggest game in the docket right now, left to go to Riot.
Visceral.
No.
First Visceral, then the other one went to Riot. The person that was in charge of the current Uncharted game, Amy Hennig, went to Riot. Like, she was currently working on this Uncharted game, then something happened and she said, fuck this, I'm out, and she went to Riot.
Then the guy who's in charge after her said, fuck this, I'm not leaving, and went to Riot.
No, Hennig went to,
Visceral Games.
Visceral, then Riot. First one went to Visceral, then the other went to Riot.
So, when 2 of your top 2 people who helped bring your company to prominence with Uncharted leave your company, all of a sudden, shit can't be going well.
Wait, what company's in charge of Uncharted?
Naughty Dog. But I mean, that's not all either. The company that did the mobile game for Killzone, they went under. They're not a thing anymore. The president of Sony, Satoru Iwata, he left.
What?
Then
if you become a president of a company, you don't leave.
He left.
Well,
he said
Don,
he's out.
Well, like Don Matrick, president of Xbox, left too.
Okay. I see. So what? Console gaming's dead?
I theorized that the way they make games now is becoming more and more inefficient. They have to figure out a better way to do this. Because there's diminishing returns where they have all this power, but all this money they need to put into making everything look super awesome. That leaves a lot to be desired when it comes to level design and gameplay design.
Right.
That they just, and then they have to make, except for Rockstar, I don't know how they fucking do it. Except that they have to make so much on the
return. The most expensive media property of all time and made like $1 billion on it.
I cannot wait for the book that's made by Rockstar. I can't wait for it. That'd be a fucking incredible book. But the point is, games are getting so expensive now that they have to make so much back to even make the return, get even on the return. That's ridiculous.
It's like Ubisoft has said previously, they're not even going to think about making a game now unless they can turn it into a franchise.
And it's like Square Enix, when they released Tomb Raider, it sold like 5 million copies. It was considered a financial failure because they didn't make the return yet back.
They eventually made the return back, though.
But at first they didn't, which was
obviously they made it back enough to release another version of Tomb Raider, so...
I hope so.
No, yeah. they did. The HD upgrade.
HD remix, yeah.
Speaking of companies going back on what they said, how about what Square Enix said the other day?
I know they said that we should make more, like, Final Fantasy type games.
Yeah, they're just, good. Like, Bravely Default did so well that they're like, okay, guys,
more of that
we
shit.
get it now. Cool. You guys actually want RPGs instead of nothing. Fine. We'll start making RPGs again, okay?
I'm sorry, what's nothing?
Whatever.
Final Fantasy 14.
No, that was, well, A Realm Reborn was fine. No, like Final Fantasy 13. Like, it was an RPG, but it was also auto-battle the game.
I like that game, though.
I thought Bravely Default was auto-battle the game.
It actually is, by the way.
Close.
It is close, in a way.
In a way, but I mean, there's a lot more to it than there was in Final Fantasy 13.
Well, it's like they just made the paradigm the forefront, where in Bravely Default it's more like, put on this hat, here's your paradigm. That's what it is in Bravely Default.
There's also a lot more to like boss battles than just let's just do some paradigm shifts here and there and hit auto battle a bunch.
That's okay. All right. Whatever.
I like Final Fantasy 13 as well, a lot more than other people did. But at the same time, I see where their complaints were. It was nothing like an actual RPG from Final Fantasy. I think Final Fantasy 13, the franchise, would have benefited from not being Final Fantasy games.
Just being like its own title?
Yeah.
With the same art style, the same lore.
The lore.
They can call it.
I mean, they got like the same summon names, but it wouldn't be the first time they released a new game with the same summon names / magic, i.e., Bravely Default.
Yeah.
Really?
True. This is true.
So
I wonder how 15 will work out. 15 seems like an
15
looks like an action game.
15 was going to be an action game, but now that they've said this, I wonder what they're... Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like, well, are they going to go back to RPG with it or something? Or are they just going to start over again?
I don't know.
I'll play 15 no matter what it is, because it looks beautiful as fuck.
It looks cool as
shit. I'm going to play it. There's no question to it. I just wonder what it will be now.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so,
also,
Brian...
is it coming out in the next year or so? Do you think it's coming out like 2015?
2015, probably... Oh, boy, I don't know, maybe. Kingdom Hearts will be out by then. I know Kingdom Hearts 3 will be out by 2015, but I don't know about Final Fantasy 15.
That's ridiculous.
So, Brian, like, real analytical shit here, because you know more. So, like, let's fast forward to 2025. What do you see happening?
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
What do you see happening?
Oh, God. George posted that Ouya thing on Facebook.
Dude, I fucking would have punched him had he bought that dumb shit. Okay. That is a literal waste of money.
I don't want to talk about the Ouya right now.
What do you... Okay, so after this current generation of consoles is coming out, PS4, do you see consoles kind of just going away?
I think that's entirely dependent on what technology arises.
Because... You're right.
I don't think home consoles are going to go away completely. I think what they do is going to change a lot.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we saw, I think it was Xbox 360, so basically last gen. Last gen was the the rise of the $60 game, because before then games are always $50.
No, that's not true. Superman for N64 was like $80. Zelda at the upgrade time was like $70.
Yeah, N64 games $70.
It was crazy.
I remember them all being 50.
No.
Maybe the ones you bought, but the big ones,
Well,
you know, Nintendo still stamp of approval were much more expensive.
I'm trying to remember, like, well, okay, let's be fair. When I was that young, I wasn't buying my
You
games.
can buy shit. Yeah, so.
But okay, I don't know. But it's, like you were saying, is like technology getting more advanced. That means more work has to be put into these games. You have to, you know, keep up and exceed the level of standard.
I want to see where virtual reality goes. I want to see if it's another 3D. Because if virtual reality is a thing and actually becomes like a future of gaming,
Yeah.
I don't see consoles doing that.
Here's the thing, Ruben. Last gen was the rise of the entertainment center, of consoles being more than just game players,
Right?
Of streaming TV, sports, movies, music, all of that.
A
And
streaming
you see
TV,
that especially from the Xbox One now, because they've announced they're doing Xbox TV shows. Like they just announced they're making 6 television shows for the Xbox and no other.
Okay, Brian, answer me this: can the Xbox One play Matroska files natively?
MKV? I don't know. I haven't tried.
Because it's like, for me, it's like I'm you know, that's great. My PS3 and Xbox can play videos, but they can't play Matroska, and that, like, please save me.
Matroska is my favorite Swedish punk band, actually.
It's my favorite opening song.
Mm.
You know,
that actually is opening
from The World God
song.
Only Knows.
Oh yeah, it is. That's correct.
According to Reddit, the Xbox One can play MKV files.
Can?
Can, yes.
Okay. I don't know, but yeah, like, the thing is, with more work having to go into one game, the risk payout, I think, is going to be much harder to justify. You can't just make games for the sake of making games. So you have the indie game developers who are like, fuck it, we don't care about graphics and stuff. We're gonna make interesting games, you know, such as
and it's awesome.
such as the cool game, what the fuck, Journey. The one we played at your place, Papers, Please.
Stanley Parable. Brothers Tale of Two Sons. Yeah, I can go on and on.
Yeah, everything tells
Hotline Miami, FTL.
And those games will be low investment, maybe low or exceedingly high.
That's how indie games
we have Telltale with episodic games with these really high production values, but in a much smaller scale.
Yeah, but that wouldn't work for most game types. It works for Telltale just because
they
the
mastered
medium that they work with, which is more story than gameplay, it's fine. But I would not see something like Grand Theft Auto.
Right.
Like they even tried it a little bit with what happened with Metal Gear, and it would not work with Metal Gear. It didn't work with Metal Gear.
But these what's the expression? AAA game studios, was it? Or
yeah.
Like, they're gonna have. I mean, we may just see less and less games come out as time goes on. Like, look at Wii U. We were just bitching about how we could barely think of 5 games that came out for it last year. I mean, you know,
I don't see the AAA game dying. Like, that's just not gonna happen.
It never will. That's like saying that the movie Blockbuster will die. It'll never die. That's a dumbass idea. It'll change.
I think indie games are going to become more prominent, and indie games are going to see a lot more play, but they'll never replace blockbusters.
I think indie games, some of them will grow into AAA games, like Portal did.
Well,
I mean, another thing that I think about,
it's like, do you think that Minecraft will become a AAA game in the future?
Do people still play that game?
Damn straight they do.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I don't know. Sure.
Actually, The Simpsons just had a Minecraft intro.
Well, if Minecraft,
or will we see more like free-to-play games, as is the way now?
That's a whole nother beast.
Well, that's different.
Like, even Nintendo's looking at free-to-play these days.
The thing, like, I mean, fighting games dabbled in the free-to-play architecture in terms of Tekken and DOA, but that's just because those games, you know, some people can't justify paying a whole thing, you know, for a game where you're just gonna play. Yeah, like, okay, here's a fighting game. I just want to play this character. I can't justify spending $60 for it. I'm not going to buy it. Free to play. Oh, well, I can just buy the one character. Okay, that's better. More people will buy it at that price, and they get just that content. And of course, it works for MMO games because you're playing that, for hours and hours and hours and hours on end. And
and like content. A good MMO, you'll be able to play for a long time and get invested in it. And then if you decide you want to play more, then you can buy more to it. And that's a good way of doing that.
Yeah, they release more content. You go on, but like story.
It's the same thing with like Dota or League of Legends. You get that low entry barrier to entry, and you get invested in it, and you spend money once you're invested in it.
Well, see, what's even dumber for me about League of Legends and Dota is the fact that you don't get anything for paying money except for skins, which is stupid.
Well,
which
Dota
sells.
Which kind of changed the way the game.
I hate people. I hate gamers. They buy fucking stupid shit like skins for $10, $20.
I'm talking about George.
Well, Riot overcharges for their
George
stupid
especially,
game.
but
fucking Ruben, how many skins DOA does George have?
Too many.
I think every single one actually.
God damn it!
What is that, like $80 worth of skins?
More actually, but let's not go there.
What the fuck?
Okay, I know you don't own DOA, but if you do pop in DOA and go to the store, there are 370 something items for that game. And they are bundled up at some point, so it'll be like bundle and then all of its like individual things. But there are 13, I believe, costume packs. That does not include Murray Rose. That does not include the stage packs. And that does not include like all the little stupid avatar things you can get for your Xbox Live. It's absurd. It's absurd.
Like, how prevalent was it in like Street Fighter 4?
I think
nobody gives a fuck.
I think there was 3 costume packs in that game. But I mean, the thing is, you don't go into the Street Fighter with one hand ready and one hand, willing. That's what DOA is for. Street Fighter is, a competitive fighting game that, Capcom takes very seriously.
DOA is...
DOA, although they're trying to get in the competitive scene, it's kind of funny. What was it? I think it was IGN, actually.
You're saying that it thinks it's people?
What?
It thinks it's people.
Yeah. Like, DOA, when 5 first came out, they tried to get into competitive scene. They tried to make it a competitive fighter because that one perverted guy or whatever in Team Ninja left. But IGN was going to bring into the IPL Pro, the IGN Pro League, the IPL, which has StarCraft and I believe
Dota.
No, doesn't Dota. It's this other. It's this other game. It's not League. It's StarCraft.
It had League. I know for a fact IPL had League.
Did it? It's a different game. It was like Fire
Emblem, the most intense multiplayer game ever made.
Regardless, IPL like died or something. Like DOA never actually happened, and I was like, oh darn. But I don't know. Anyways, yeah, just about gaming in general though. A lot of people, more and more people every year are saying PC Master Race, and I don't give a shit either way. I'm just gonna play what I want to play, regardless of what it's on.
For a bit of that generation, they were kind of right. When PCs just flat out outstripped consoles, that was the right. That was correct decision. But now
there's one big thing about PCs that I think will keep them from just dominating.
I guess.
Well, the barrier of entry is high, yeah, but at the same time, if you just want to pop in a game and go, it's not quite the same because there's a lot of upkeep on a PC. Especially sometimes, like games will crash, and you have to optimize your PC for certain games and stuff, and that isn't easy to do for a lot of people.
No, it's not. But I wonder how these Steam boxes might remedy that.
But here's the thing, Brian. It's getting easier, and PCs are getting cheaper. So it's not like the same situation we were in back in 2004 when the Xbox 360
and now there's a lot of optimization innovation for controllers on PCs. So it's a lot easier.
That's fine too, but and PCs are getting easier, but at the same time they still do bug out, and you still do have to worry about a lot of stuff that you don't have to worry about on consoles.
But at the same time, it's like we are getting more used to this technology that won't be much of an issue like it was in the past, where this is like a new shit.
It's still an issue. Let's be fair here. Viruses are still a thing, and then crashes are definitely still a thing. I had fucking games crash on me all the time.
Yeah, true.
And not to mention the fact that if you want to keep your PC going, you got to blow excessive amounts of money on it to make sure that it can keep with games. Whereas with a console, you buy it and it's not going to change for 6 years, and it's going to play games at a consistent rate.
That's fair point.
I don't know. Let's put it this way: if one day, 6 years from now, Microsoft is like, we're done with consoles, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I just wouldn't be surprised.
I don't think it'll happen though. At least not anytime soon.
Like, what does Microsoft have to prove anymore? They make so much money, no one gives a shit. They've been around forever.
More money.
Like, they have nothing to prove. They just get out of it and just let other people have their fun with it.
They want all the money. They want the entire market share.
And that's just greed.
That's business.
It's greedy business.
Okay, so
you can say the same like the Apple. No, fucking shit to prove anymore. They can
Well,
just get out there.
Apple isn't in the console gaming business.
No, but they're in the phone business, and they just fucking wreck shit.
Well,
so why don't they just get out?
Okay.
I don't know. Like, Apple does wreck shit, to be fair, but
Have you-
worldwide, Android still destroys Apple.
Did you watch the Steve Jobs movie, Mike?
I've not.
There's a little bit of history behind Apple for why they went into like the iPhone, iPod, like stuff. Their computers actually weren't doing that well. Like,
Well, that's because they did some dumb shit where they choose to make all Apple computers in-house, while Microsoft licenses out its stuff to vendors.
yeah, amongst other things. But like, I'm reading the biography right now of Steve Jobs, and I saw that movie, and like, I'm not surprised at them. Microsoft's just like, we're rich, bitch. We own everything in the world. Oh,
Except they don't.
What's
Except
this?
they have
What's this
less money
gaming
than
thing?
Apple does.
I don't know about now.
No, they do.
They do. Let me bring up the
Microsoft's
numbers.
stock is way lower than Apple's by like,
Yeah, let me see. Where am I fucking? Okay,
what is
here
it,
we go.
10 times?
Let me.
Apple's
let
stock
me-
is one
let
of the
me go
highest
look.
stocks in the U.S. market.
Yeah, Microsoft currently net worth of $330 billion. Stock is at $39.82 per share. Apple net worth is $466.9 billion. Their stock is $523.44 per share.
Oh, did you guys see the Microsoft Cortana answer to Siri?
Dude,
Yeah.
I fucking love that.
That's
That's
so great.
cool. It's cool.
If I can get
but,
that on my
you know.
tablet, I'll be set for life.
But yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so I did some research into what happened to IGN Pro League. Before IPL 6, Blizzard Entertainment actually bought the IGN Pro League and just hasn't done anything with it.
Oh, okay.
So Blizzard owns the IGN Pro League, they're just not doing anything.
Well, they're getting that Korea StarCraft money. They don't care.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
that's why DOA didn't really go into it, because I doubt Blizzard gives a shit about DOA.
No, I know that would happen. They're gonna fucking bring that shit back up when the Heroes of the Storm launches and it's become a competitive game.
Oh my god!
Heroes of the Storm will not be a competitive
Or-
game. I can
No.
promise
Fucking
that.
competitive Hearthstone tournaments.
Actually, okay, I don't know about that, but no, Mike. Actually, I think you're on the ball. If they bring Heroes of the Storm out and with a huge competitive scene backed by IPL, like a name like that, that could be huge. Actually. Oh boy.
But have you played Heroes of the Storm?
No, I understand what you're saying. It doesn't matter how competitive a game is. League sucks too, but guess what? People try and take that game competitively.
Well,
But, like-
And they do.
And they do. So there's no reason why people can't try to make Heroes of the Storm competitive. They'll find a meta. It'll work. They'll somehow do it.
boy, that is just...
I just can't wait for them Hearthstone Pro Leagues. This is me fucking nuts.
That'll be funny. They can try.
Ugh.
But yeah, you know what? Blizzard will throw money at Heroes of the Storm until it beats every other MOBA. And you know what?
It's not gonna be Dota 2.
I don't even think I don't even care about the game that much. But I will laugh my ass off if it somehow gets to be more popular than League. Like, I don't even give a shit. I won't care. I'm like, that's funny. I'm done.
It could. It could. I doubt it,
I mean,
but it could.
I like Heroes of the Storm. I think it's fun. But that's really all it is. It's fun. It's not competitive. It's the same way how I feel about Smite. Smite is fun, but it's not competitive. I wouldn't play it competitive.
Smite was fun for a week.
I don't know. I just like the third person thing, and I like dunking people in the third person.
Yeah.
Well, you have very not difficult taste to cater to, Brian.
All right, Brian.
I really don't fucking care about MOBAs at all.
Brian. Okay. I don't know if I'll remember this, but I'm gonna make a bet with you. And 2020, Actually, no, that's not where. If next gen, if both Sony and Microsoft release a new console next gen, I'll bet you $100 that they don't, or that at least one of them does not.
That's a better bet.
I will bet that at least one of them will not release a console.
I was gonna say, yeah, like both of them, at least one of them is. I'm sure of it. Whether both of them will is a good question.
You're gonna forget though.
I'll bet you $100 if we can somehow remember in like 2024.
You mean 100 space credits?
Oh yeah, sorry, 100 space credits.
100 space credits. Yeah, I think I'll take that bet in 2020 by 2020. I think the determining factor is going to be how well virtual reality does. Because if virtual reality ends up doing well and Oculus ends up being like a real thing and whatever Sony has up its ass is going to be a real thing, then I think PC is just going to do it because PC is going to be the one that people are going to make virtual reality games for.
Yeah, it's going to be the one.
Or Nintendo would be like, this is the best gimmick I've ever seen in my life, let's do it.
Or Nintendo will just take it to gimmick heaven. That could be a thing too. It could be the next. They could call it the Virtual Boy 2.
I have really good NeoGAF posts about VR and anime.
All right.
Actually,
well let's wrap it up.
Oh God, I saw that. Did you guys see that?
No.
There was an Idolmaster thing where they were showing off Sony's virtual reality thing that
let's
they
walk
had
around the Idolmaster office.
They literally let you VR your way around the Idolmaster office. So literally, anime and VR is an actual thing now.
Okay. Well.
But before we end this, Ruben.
No. Okay. Yeah. Go on.
I have some NeoGAF posts I need to read to you guys.
That's what I'm saying. Let's wrap it up with some NeoGAF posts.
Okay. Speaking of that, there's from NeoGAF with love. There's a VR anime post about the VR thing for anime. The post was, sorry, but this is something I can't stand about Japan. No wonder they are having such a terrible birth rate when their youth gets spoiled by all this crazy otaku stuff.
Oh,
I mean, they're so many industries providing this shit that is probably pretty hard for an already socially awkward awkward person to escape all this fake reality. What Japan needs are anti-otaku measures, programs to resocialize these people. VR is only going to make things worse.
Okay. Funny that they should bring that up. I actually wrote for my science fiction writing class. The story I wrote for that was about that. How otakus in Japan weren't, like, paying attention to real girls anymore so that the birth rate declined. But to think that that's, like, really what's happening...
Scary.
No. That's
scary idea.
It's a scary idea, but that's not it. That's not why the birth rate has declined.
Okay.
What I read is that they just kind of don't want to deal with...
They don't give a fuck, is the problem.
Like, not that. It's like,
with anime.
they don't want to deal with intense relationships anymore. They don't want to commit. That's what I've read.
They don't. Women are too busy trying to get ahead in their careers, and men are too busy doing whatever jobs they do, that they don't want to have families. They just want to get ahead in their career and focus on their jobs.
Yeah,
and
it really has more to do with women, you know. I mean, Japan, until recently, was one of the most, I guess, sexually segregated countries in the world still. Yeah. I mean, you know, we went through women's suffrage as well. The whole world pretty much did. Japan is is more recent to it.
Yeah.
And there still is a lot of segregation between sexes and the way they treat women, the way they treat men. So now with women getting freedom, it's really a big time for them, and that is actually kind of the main, reason. Yeah. Career, like you said.
Jumping off that, there's another post here that says, it's a paragraph. I'm just reading the first sentence, so I need to read. NeoGAF, we are a community of intellectual thinkers and reasonable people. So I'm just take that.
No.
For there. Which, following that, is a post about Big Bang Theory. Which this man says, or woman, I don't really care. Ironic that a video game forum, of all places, is talking about how bad a show Big Bang Theory is. When the most poorly written episode of Big Bang Theory is a trillion times better than the best written video game ever made.
Now that is just
a lie.
Oh boy.
Fucking horse shit.
That's a fucking lie. That's
okay. I think video games are like it's hard to find a good video game story, but when you do find one, they can be really good.
Damn
But
straight.
that's a piece of shit.
That's a fucking
statement.
Yeah. That is. We can go on and on about best video game stories and writing. Let's just move on. Another story. There's another one, kind of in that general vein. It says, in fact, games that aren't RPGs should have no story at all.
What?
In fact, games that aren't RPGs should have no story at all.
So, let's take Halo for existence. Why was I on Halo?
Fuck
it! Killing Halo.
Cortana.
What about, like, Uncharted?
Fuck it,
Or-
it's a billion.
The Last of Us?
Fuck it. I don't know, boss.
Journey! What about Journey?
Fuck it, you just love playing in the sand. Fuck, sand all the way. Where? You can fucking fly in the sand. Who cares?
God, fuck, I hate people.
Yeah.
Now,
You can hate them a lot more right now, actually.
let's... Hold on, wait. Before we say that, I just want to say a quick thing about Bioshock Infinite from, like, the hour I've played so far. That game, it's really interesting. The plot's great. The mystery is really interesting. But the fucking, like, the fighting, like, the shooting and everything seems kind of out of place. Like, I kind of wish it was just, like... I wish the game was more of, like a Portal type game where it's, like, puzzle adventure or, like...
I think you
mystery
might
puzzle
actually-
adventure.
You might like Burial at Sea a lot more than
That's the DLC.
the DLC, because it's actually a stealth game.
Okay, but I tell you one thing. But
That intro to the game, though.
well, hold on. What I was gonna say is like when you're walking around before you get the first weapon, I like it seemed really the game didn't really seem violent. And then you get that weapon, and you just fucking like saw that face's dude, like the guy's facing.
It was.
And
to
I'm
me,
like,
it was, yeah.
And I was just like, oh damn, this game is some sort of violent.
Well, to me, it was more like when you went to the fucking raffle. That was when the game, like, oh, I don't want to live here anymore. No.
Yeah,
The place looks really nice until the raffle.
Oh, fuck that. But no, remember that fucking intro? When you fucking get shot into the air.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. That's fucking awesome. That game is fucking incredible. That's why I installed it again. I'm gonna play that some more of that later.
And then the people who like rode you there, like in the bar.
Yeah.
Like, who are they? God.
You'll find out. You'll find out. They're some of the best characters in that game, honestly.
Oh my god, Mike.
Hmm.
They just released some gameplay footage for Major League Baseball RBI 14.
Yeah. How's it look?
I don't know. Here you go.
Okay, let me check this out right quick. We must pause the podcast for a quick second.
So there's only one baseball game that anybody cares about, and it's MLB The Show.
Goddamn mouth.
All right.
I mean, okay,
Oh, this doesn't look good.
it's very hard to ask. I wish they shut up though.
Wait, I want to see this. Polygon. Doop-a-doop.
Hey, I love Polygon. When it comes to news, is much better than every other site out there. Their reviews, not as much.
Is it?
Although it does have one of my favorite people of all time ever, Justin and Griffin McElroy.
Is it the video on the bottom of the page, right?
Yeah.
It seems fine.
I can't get over the fact that the baseball player just slides around the plate. They're definitely not
RBI
going for realism with this one.
It's RBI baseball. That's how it was.
Wow. Yeah, they're okay. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting from this game, but I probably should have expected this.
This is kind of like really what I expected, honestly.
Oh, it's not actually a full game.
I didn't expect anything else than this, honestly.
It's
This is about right on point.
It's a $20 game. Is it an Ouya game?
I hope so.
It could be.
I really like how the Ouya just stopped. Like, they released this console, and it made all this money on Kickstarter and stuff, then they released it, And then just recently, the creators were like, you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna release our API for everything. The actual console doesn't matter anymore. For all of you that bought it, fuck you.
Okay, hold on. But doesn't that in turn mean that now the Ouya is a collectible? Because now you can't find it since they're not going to make any more of it?
Well, yeah, in the same way that the Dreamcast is a collectible, I guess.
Oh, and damn straight it is. Still one of the best consoles ever made.
Well, the Ouya is not.
Brian, you were talking about how you hate people, right? Like people suck.
Yeah, I really do.
There's this post on NeoGAF you need to hear. Says that I think black people are better than white people. Parentheses. I'm part white, by the way. Close parentheses. Because they survived slavery and rose above it. And then there's a response post to this saying, if they were better, then maybe they wouldn't have been enslaved in the first place.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, Mike, since you're black, how do you feel about this post?
Ah, fucking I hate the internet.
It's...
Off we go. Okay. This one is about Titanfall. The post is...
I just looked it up. You can buy a Dreamcast for $30.
That's too much.
What?
That's too much.
Yeah, you can buy a used Dreamcast for $30.
That's fucking too much for a
Dude,
Dreamcast.
that's well worth
What am I
it,
gonna
man.
play?
Rush 2042?
Shenmue?
Power
It's that
Stone
video-
1 and 2?
No, I get this shit on fucking N64.
Power Stone
Power
1 and
Stone?
2?
You can't get Power Stone
No,
on it.
Rush though. Rush play on N64.
Well, it's better on
It was better on
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast.
What the fuck?
MVC 2? Let's
Buy that right now.
Caliber 1?
Yeah, dude.
I like 2 better.
The original Sonic Adventure 2?
Great.
The original Sonic Adventure?
The original Sonic.
Great.
Can I find the Sonic 06 video with a dildo again? Oh god, where is that?
Okay.
No, that wasn't Sonic 06. That was Sonic Generations.
Oh god, I thought they would only do such a thing to such an abortion of a game.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You can buy a new Dreamcast for $248.
Great. Awesome. I can't wait.
Collectible. Can I just buy the AV cables from somewhere? Because that's what I'm missing.
You can play Phantasy Star. That was a Dreamcast thing, right?
Yeah, it was actually.
I need to just quick aside. Earlier I posted on Facebook asking what Disney movie has the best soundtrack. My friend just posted Schindler's List. So, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not. Is that by Disney? I'm not sure it's by
No.
Disney.
Pretty sure it's not by Disney. There are straight up tits in that movie. It is not Disney.
Well, okay. Disney owns Touchstone, too, so I guess Touchstone might have done it. Let me look this up. There's no way Touchstone did Schindler's List.
Why are you looking that up? I'm talking about Titanfall right quick. Exactly. And the game is garbage. That's the point.
What?
Talking about Adam Sessler here. He gave the game raving reviews, moron, and even fans of the game admit it's terrible. Well, Brian,
What?
you're a fan, right?
I don't.
Brian,
know
are you a
what
fan
he's talking
of the game?
about. I am a big fan of the game.
I'm a fan of the game too. That game's great. It's not terrible. So, what you talking about?
What you talking about, Willis?
Even fans of the game, and it's terrible after a few days of playing it. He lost credibility because they stated the game is groundbreaking and would revolutionize FPS genre. Okay, well, it doesn't revolutionize a genre. It innovates it. That's
It
for sure.
innovates a lot.
Revolutionary is saying too much.
What game? Let's what? How do you define revolutionizing a genre? What game has done that?
It means that everything after the game changes. Like Call of Duty,
Grand Theft Auto 3 revolutionized the genre.
I'd say Call of Duty 4 revolutionized multiplayer shooters.
Did Halo 1 revolutionize shooters?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
it
yeah.
did.
Okay.
Okay, like revolutionary games, I say Call of Duty 4, Halo, Grand Theft Auto 3. Anything else that comes to mind? Doom, maybe. If you want to go deep in them cuts.
World of Warcraft sort of
World of Warcraft,
revolutionized
I did it.
everything.
Yeah, Warcraft
after it.
revolutionized MMOs.
Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
I think Guitar Hero created a genre.
Well, Beatmania came before that, I guess.
But nobody talks about Beatmania.
True.
No, they don't.
Walt Disney Company had absolutely nothing to do with Schindler's List.
Okay, this one.
It was Universal Studios.
Pretty
that did
sure my
Schindler's
friend
List.
being a jackass, which is to be expected. But yeah, so my Adam Sessler lost credibility, which he's wrong in terms of saying it's revolutionary. Groundbreaking, little bit. I don't know. It's still kind of.
I'll give him
I
groundbreaking.
still kind of think it is a extremely refined and polished brink.
I don't want to listen to that word anymore. Whenever I hear brink, I'm just gonna think of the Disney movie.
Right. Sounds like you're a fan of Titanfall, however, and an X-bot, and if your defense posts Reek, spelled R-E-A-K, of that. Look at it. Already hard to find games because the community has died. I'll say this, on PC, it's getting a little hard. He's not utterly wrong. But that's on PC, that's to be expected, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's, 2 weeks after release? Yes, that release on genre right there. We need common sense tags for some people like you. Anyone who played the beta and wasn't paid by, it says BS. I guess that's some kind of weird, like, Microsoft insult. BS? What does that even stand for?
I don't know.
Bullshit
normally the Microsoft thing is $.
Yeah, this is dumb. Knew this before the game release. So whatever, he's saying Titanfall is bad, that guy's wrong, whatever.
Okay, oh boy, where do I start with this? He called him an X-bot. Let's start there.
Yeah, that...
There are people, probably like him, that are just as bad with Sony, if not worse. And there is a word for what those people are, but I don't know if I can say it around a black guy.
Okay.
I'm just gonna type it.
Can you type it?
Can deal with, yeah, I can. There you go.
We can't repeat that. We can't repeat that.
I can't say it. I definitely can't.
I'm not gonna say it. Fuck that. No. Oh wow. What's next? Oh,
I guess if you add the end of a racial slur to the end of the word Sony,
and you'll be on the right track. This guy hates puzzle games. It says, I hate puzzle games. They should stay on mobile phone only. Which, if that happened, there'd be no Portal. So.
No.
Does he have anything to add to that?
No, that's the only post.
Okay.
I could say that guy's wrong, but alright.
Well, get back to me when Pokemon Puzzle League isn't the best thing ever.
It's like, what other good puzzle games are there? I mean, I like them all that much, but I think, like, Puzzle Quest is great.
Yeah, I like Pokemon Troze.
Portal. You could even call, like, Hotline Miami a puzzle game, too.
In a way. It's more of a Twitch shooter, but I'll give puzzle game.
Yeah, but, alright.
The Cave is a puzzle game.
The Cave is weird, though.
So is Quantum Conundrum.
Well, would you call a puzzle game the same as an adventure game?
Not necessarily.
Because then it wouldn't,
in a way, kind of.
Like Sam & Max or, like, Monkey Island be a puzzle game, too, but I don't count that, though.
In a roundabout way, kind of, but I wouldn't count it either.
Okay. This is
puzzles with which you solve, but I don't think that's the center of the game.
This is a different type of flavor. I don't understand how people can derive pleasure from furry porn. Does it make me a monster?
Does not understanding how people get off to furry porn make him a monster, or getting off to furry?
No, not understanding.
I don't understand either. So that's
monsters. Ruben, remember fucking Matsuri?
Yes.
God, that hurts.
Yes.
It was like 95 degrees outside.
I don't get it. Furry porn.
There's I don't want to. I wasn't even at Matsuri, and Matsuri already pisses me off. Why?
Well,
that's a Japanese festival. It's not even a convention. Like, anime convention, alright, I'll let you get away with it. Whatever, it's a convention of people. It's a fucking Japanese festival. Don't do...
A Japanese culture festival.
A Japanese culture festival!
Well,
don't dress up as Homestuck to the Madoka premiere.
I'm sorry.
Don't do that.
But, are you complaining about there being cosplay at Matsuri, or are you complaining about the furry...
A bit of both, I think.
The furry people.
Like, cosplay at Matsuri, like, there's a time and place for that. You could get away with it if it's, like, something distinctly Japanese, okay. But...
Furry.
talking about Homestuck, which is a distinctly American property, and furry cosplay, which has nothing to do with Japanese culture in any way. Why?
Because they probably think that since they have cat ears as popular, that they can just go all the fucking way and be a cat.
Just have all that yiffing too.
They think that anal tails are popular, so go all the way.
Okay, look.
Well,
I just watched an episode of Dr. Phil
sells a
where
lot
they
of
took
tails.
furries. Oh, there was an episode of Dr. Phil the other day where they had like furries on and they talked about them, and that was
What would they say?
well. Dr. Phil doesn't get it. Dr. Phil's like, I don't. Let me see if I can get it. I don't understand how you do this. There was a dude that legitimately just thought he was a dog. Like, he's just a dog now. That's what he is.
Wait, that's on Tosh.0.
Yeah, he was on Tosh.0 too. It was the same guy, but he was
Oh,
on
really?
Dr. Well, yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like,
Like,
then
the
there
fact...
was another girl who was just a regular furry, and the mom thought it was, like, going to destroy her life or something like that.
It could.
Like, the mom was like, my daughter identifies with these furries, and it's ruining her life. Even though the daughter was just like, it's just something that I do in my spare time. Will you chill out, like, a little bit?
I would
And
be
Dr.
concerned
Phil
as a
was
parent,
like,
though.
What?
Like, as a parent, I'd be concerned as fuck if my
Well, my mom was probably concerned when I started going to anime conventions. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm okay. I don't think I.
But furry yiffing is like another step down that dark path.
Well, that's another misconception. Just because you're a furry doesn't necessarily mean you're into yiffing. That's
according to Tosh.0, that's exactly what that means.
Well, according to Howard Stern, if you like My Little Pony, you like fapping to it. So that I gotta take that with a grain of salt.
That's not always true.
Right, exactly. There's gray areas in everything.
Right.
But the point that I'm getting at, because I think I lost my way a little bit, is that they shouldn't have been doing that necessarily at a Japanese festival. It's not. If it was a cosplay from Japan, like even Prince of Tennis, like it's a Japanese school uniform or something like that, or I don't know, something Rurouni Kenshin or something.
Well, you could show up in like a gi or like a yukata or a bakama or
dressing up in a yukata cosplaying though. That's just paying homage to Japanese culture.
That's what I'm talking about. Like that'd be passable. Like kimono, yukata, hakama, gi, anything
That's
like
fine.
that.
That's perfect. That's how it should be. What isn't fine is when you dress up as something that is a distinctly American property, like Homestuck, and pass it off as a Japanese festival. That's just, it's almost offensive, I think, in some ways.
It offended me, that's for damn sure.
It is offensive.
I don't get Yuri porn. I'm just put that out there.
Anyways, we digress though. The original thing was about being a monster if you don't get yiffing.
Right.
And
I don't get it either, but I don't think that makes me a monster.
you're not a monster. I don't even know why you'd think that. But at the same time, it's like...
Well, have you seen the Twilight Zone?
You don't have to agree with it. No, which
it's kind of like the one where it's like the lady is like in the hospital with like her feet wrapped up.
That's a very good episode.
It'd be kind of like that.
A little bit, I guess.
Ruben, you know what I'm talking about?
No.
There was an episode of the Twilight Zone where this lady was considered ugly and her face was wrapped up in bandages.
Oh yeah. I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they unwrap the bandages and it turns out she's beautiful and everybody else is ugly.
Yeah.
All right. In regards to Infamous, which I think is really good from what I've seen. Just started this game yesterday. Infamous 2 Second Son.
Yeah, well, What?
Infamous.
Yeah, you said Infamous 2 Second Son.
Yeah.
It's not, there's no 2.
Oh, sorry. Whatever.
Infamous 2 is a different...
Infamous 3 Second Son. There you go.
Okay, I'll accept that. I'll take that.
Just started this game yesterday. No game that looks this good. With this level of polish and production value, should be getting anywhere near a 7 from any reputable site.
Alright, let's go to IGN. Assuming
an unbiased reviewer. Because the gameplay is, quote-unquote, not your thing, is not an excuse for a reviewer to drop this game to a 7 while giving a crappy FPS, guess which game? A higher rating.
Okay.
At least I know which sites not visit anymore.
Okay.
What site?
Just because a game looks pretty doesn't mean it's a good game.
It doesn't say.
Actually, it's
I'm
probably
trying to
it's
find
probably NeoGAF, right?
Let me see. Infamous.
All right, I'm gonna look up some videos on
80
Infamous.
Metacritic score. It's lower score than Infamous 1 was.
Well, the problem with Infamous is if you're not a fan of what the game is, there's some very real complaints you can make about that game, like that it gets repetitive, and like the missions don't have a whole lot of variety. Just because a game looks gorgeous doesn't mean it's a good game by design.
I know Eurogamer gave it a 7. The Escapist gave it a 7. Games Radar gave it a 7.
I would personally
Edge
give the
gave it a
game,
7.
assuming, like, rightfully so, based on a lot of the reviews that I've seen. I obviously don't have a PS4, so I can't play it. But
And
from what I understand, it's just more Infamous, but it looks prettier. And I have gripes with Infamous. Like, I thought it was a fun game, but it does get repetitive, and the missions do lack variety in a lot of ways.
Yahtzee put it well when he said, like, if you genuinely like a game, like genuinely like it, reviews scores shouldn't really get to you, unless there's like a bit of doubt in the back of your mind that you're not having much fun as you think you are.
Right. Exactly.
This game is actually quite pretty, though.
Yeah.
Is it for
No,
next gen?
it's a gorgeous looking game. It really is. Like, that's a big thing.
It's the same thing as anime. Like, let's say they reviewed anime, like same thing we reviewed games.
Let's
It's
say
like-
they were reviewing an anime that was really pretty but was actually garbage. Say, like, I don't know, Project K.
Right.
Okay, go on.
And so, legitimately like the anime, then what people say shouldn't fucking matter.
Right.
It's like for me, I'm past the point of reading reviews for anime because I know what I like, and nothing anyone else who's has a blog is gonna fucking change that.
Say I wrote a review for AKB0048, giving it a fucking 3 out of 10.
I'd be like,
Nobody
I'm
would
gonna
be
fuck.
mad at me for that.
That show's rad as shit. I'm sorry you don't see the brilliance of the show, but I like it a lot, so it doesn't fucking matter. And the same thing should apply with game review scores.
The problem is gamers are very entitled to their opinions.
I think they're very insecure, more than
They're
anything else.
incredibly insecure. A lot of gamers just subconsciously, before a game comes out, because of a hype or whatever, they make their opinions about the game before the game comes out. So
Right.
unless the game is actually like liquid garbage, then
Like
they
Ride to Hell.
like, yeah, some guy probably was really hyped on Ride to Hell. But no, I think the better example would be like Duke Nukem Forever. There were some people that were really hyped for that game, but then when it came out, it was really bad. And
Or like
so-
Sonic Unleashed, because I was hyped for it.
yeah, so or like Sonic
I'm like,
Unleashed.
well, this shit's fucking shit.
But in most cases, as long as a game is at least respectable, then their opinions are made about the game before the game comes out more often than not.
Right.
Especially when it comes to a time like this, where it's during like a big console war.
Like also
You've
one of
got
the
two
the
big
biggest
games on two
launches
different
of the year.
consoles
Yeah.
coming out at the same time. People are going to make their opinion on which game is the better game before the games come out.
True.
So unless they royally fucked up Infamous Second Son or royally fucked up Titanfall, neither of which was going to happen,
Right.
people had already decided which game was the better game to them.
Right.
This guy is using his arms as like jetpacks.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah. Another post on the best console controller. This guy says, "I hope anyone that responds to this thread can include a picture of their controller so we know they're not pushing agenda for their console of choice."
What?
So not just being on one side's bandwagon without actually trying it.
I guess that's kind of valid, but at the same time,
I want to take a picture in a GameStop with my hands on both controllers at the same time. Just flipping off the camera with my face somehow.
yep.
Just like I have access to both controllers, just like in a GameStop.
Now, I found a post. I just need to find the context for it first because it is complete, utter craziness.
Racist.
I don't know what it is. You need just one quick second. Okay, I can't find the context. Or maybe I can. Hold up. It's just it just has no place anywhere in anything at all. And I don't know why it was posted in there of all places. And it makes no sense, but okay, I can't find what the context is, unfortunately. But here we go. This final post on NeoGAF forums from NeoGAF with love. 2 things God cannot do: lie or fail. He wants you to believe in him through his son that he sent. If we know God cannot lie, then why don't you believe in him? I know the answer, but it's just something for you guys to think about. He wants you to believe in his word because everything he says is truth. The scriptures even say that there will be haters of God in this generation. This whole forum, this whole entire internet back up what is said in the scriptures. How light has entered into the world, Jesus, and man loved darkness rather than light. No one can disprove that we all have sinful nature. No
And
one.
lo, Jesus said to his disciples, "The internet be crazy, dude. Seriously, fuck that."
Amen.
Wow.
So there we go. NeoGAF is still as fucking crazy as ever.
Yeah,
That's
well,
excellent.
Yeah.
I
That's-
would
that's-
hope so.
That's one of the best Twitters on Twitter, honestly.
There's a
I
lot
really wanted
of
to find
shitty people on
what
NeoGAF.
thread this was, but I couldn't find the thread.
I bet you they're talking about Noah.
Ah, I fucking hope so. Ah, God, how was it? No, it wasn't it. I'd love to find what that thread was about.
Okay.
Though if you want to post this for your own benefit, I found this really funny. That doesn't really play well through text. So just check this out right quick. And read the thread title on the top right.
Hey, I played this game and I saw this.
I bet you did.
Wait. What?
That game has a butt.
Okay. Their take on this mermaid, in particular, just replaced the legs with the fin. They had to keep the butt because she has to poop, you dingus. She probably has a vagina too, to be
And if
fair.
you look at the thread title, it goes to the thread. It's a pretty good thread.
Delirious
Like,
incompetence in Texas.
If you look at the fourth post, it's pretty great. It's a Bayonetta.
Well, Cosmos.
Wait, what? The 4th post? Boy, I'm not putting this thread on the stream.
It's a good GIF though. It's a fucking good GIF.
All right, are you talking about the? Are you talking about the what's her face one? The one
The Bayonetta underpan shot.
Oh yeah, that was the thing that happened, huh?
That game's fucking awesome. God damn
Oh,
it.
damn.
Also, there's Mass Effect Miranda ass one.
Yep.
I love how like investigate is under the ass.
I'm a really big fan of this League of Angels thing. Discover the fallen angels, guard her. And it's just terribly photoshopped boobs. Moving towards and away from the camera.
NeoGAF has some cool shit sometimes, but most of the time it's not cool. So that is the end of my.
Like, here's the thing: it's like the fact that this site has people posting on it sometimes just impresses me.
You have no idea.
But, all right,
Yeah. So
let's wrap this up. That was fun.
that was crazy.
That was also over 2 hours.
Good.
Nah.
So yeah, all right. What's the title for this one, guys? Let's leave off with
2-hour
Decast.
freestyle video game Jazz Odyssey.
the episode Wrestlemania and Nintendo.
Wrestlemania and Captain Puerto Rico.
Captain Puerto Rico. All right.
I
Well,
legitimately had somebody comment on my Captain America sweatshirt that it was a Puerto Rico sweatshirt, also a Texas sweatshirt.
cool.
Like I was just on the bus and somebody was like, "Hey, are you from Texas?" I'm like, "No, why?" They're like, "Well, I was looking at your sweatshirt. I thought it was Texas." I'm like, "What? What?"
right, well, let's just leave there. Thank you for listening.